taking money from your purse. They're not.
Right, go on.
They are. The government's taking money from us, and then they're letting us blame whoever we want. They don't care if we kill each other.
Don't cost us no money as a country.
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is we are leaking and hemorrhaging money in so many different ways. It's disgusting. We are paying for LGBTQ lessons in Africa and Asia. Yeah, billions, billions. Yeah. So, what are we looking at? We're looking at the migrants here, or we're looking at our government spending billions on teaching people how to be gay in a different country.
I'd stop that and the migrants, then we'd save loads of money.
I hear you.
How do you teach someone how to be gay?
We've got army veterans.
You can't.
What's the process there?
Sorry, say that again.
We've got army veterans living on our street.
Yeah.
We've got the immigrants that are coming over here.
Yeah.
Being housed in 4-star hotels.
Yeah.
Do you think that's right?
I think that we have enough resources to house the people that fight for this country, regardless of what our immigration policy is. One second. Regardless of what our immigration policy is, which I'm not saying I agree with. In fact, I don't have an opinion on it at all. But what I would say is that we shouldn't be tricked into thinking that where the pockets of our society don't have money, it's the immigrants. No, our government will be shafting us regardless of if we had immigrants or not. 10 years ago, we was being shafted. 20 years ago, we was being shafted. 30 years ago, they took milk out of the fucking schools, right? This got nothing to do with immigration. None of those things is. The fact is, the ruling party, the government, don't care about the Englishman, the British, the Scottish, the Irish, the black man born in Brixton. They don't give a fuck about none of us.
Yeah, but the only thing is the immigrants are coming over here, getting housed. I was looking for a one-bedroom property. I live in Hackney. It's written in black and white, and I saw this for myself, right? I was entitled to a one-bedroom property, right? In black and white, it said, this property is suitable for the Somalian community.
Yeah, crazy. Right.
If I put a bid on that, I wouldn't have got it.
I agree. I think that's unfair. I think that's totally unfair. Can I also say something that I think is unfair? When I was 13 years old, my mum was shot and murdered. Yeah, and I was placed into the care of the local authority. I went around to all different children's homes and foster cares. I ended up going into the institution, Her Majesty's Prison, because I turned to crime to feed myself. Right, I was on my own. I had no family in this country whatsoever. Fair enough. When it was time for me to get housing, I was told that if you're not gay, you ain't getting on this list. So should I now rally up a bunch of people and let's start targeting the gays because I couldn't get housed? No, we need to go to the council and say, listen, you should be, people born here should be housed regardless. We ran into Libya. We ran into Libya. Our boys went to Libya to go and relieve them of a dictator, right? That dictator was giving free houses to people that were married. Free education to people that... Our country can't even do that for us, but we went and died over there. We're dying all around the world for the foreign policies of number 10 Downing Street. And then when we get frustrated, we look at the brown man and we look at that man and we say, look, you're taking from us. Oh, he's a perv. There's 50 of us here. One man's a perv.
You're making that about colour there by saying the brown man.
You know why I say this?
That about colour.
You know why I say that? I think it's easier for us to be unhappy with something that doesn't remind us of us. I grew up in London, right? I've seen the change in people. I've seen people treat me different as a black man, hear me speak, see how I carry myself.
Yeah, but the white man's been told we're racist for 20 years. What do you expect?
But this is you're not letting me finish my points. Yeah, you get me. So I don't want to waste my breath.
We live in Hackney.
Yeah.
Right? And my ex-husband.
Yeah.
He used to ride his bike.
Yeah.
And he was forever stopped. And he was a white fella.
Yeah.
He did look shifty. But he was always stopped.
Yeah. Now, I guess what I'm saying is, the British people, this is an appeal to them. If you care about your nation, then you need to go to the top. Yeah? All this fucking around outside the hotels, all this fucking around with migrants and da-da-da-da. Yeah, cool, we can get rid of the migrants now.
You're wrong there, mate. We've done it for 20 years.
But no. What we need to do, we've not had a revolution in this country. This country, the countrymen, listen, the countrymen have had their teeth filed down, right? We only we only have the energy for each other.
Do you think we
Don't
have
matter what
to-
colour you are, where you come from.
Yeah.
Everyone's a little man.
Yeah.
We,
Bro,
huh? I think revolution is an unavoidable reality for people that want to be free from an oppressive government that don't care about them and utilise things to make us fight in-house. That's what I think.
Brexit was based on immigration. The public spoke about that. The government ignored us.
Yeah.
I made a joke in one of my videos. Why didn't we just bring all the fit women in like in the Ali G film 20 years ago?
Yeah.
In that moment, a light bulb went up in my head. I goes, fucking up. We were talking about immigration in pop culture in 2002.
Yeah.
And it still haven't listened to us.
Exactly.
This is why people are annoyed.
Exactly.
It's not about colour.
No, but nothing's changed.
Math and cultural shift and demographic changes rapidly is upsetting people.
What's happening? Why have they circled like that? Anyway, go on.
And I've always said it's not about race and colour.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not about religion. It's
Yeah.
not about Christianity. It's not about your beliefs. You know what I mean? It's, you know, obviously, the country's up in arms because obviously of things that are happening, and people obviously feel let down by the government, and people feel let down because all these migrants are getting all this attention. You know what I mean? Perhaps they are just leading us into a path, you know, of self-destruction.
Here's a one question I've got to ask for everyone, right?
Yeah.
This isn't about race, right? This ain't about race. Does everyone agree? This ain't about race.
Yeah.
All right. So how many? So how many of us? How many of us are anti-racist? It's all right not being racist, but are you anti-racist? As in, if something racist happens now, how much people are gonna think, fucking hell, that's wrong and I'm
I
stopping
tried
it?
that for years. It was never good enough.
I'll say it was wrong.
Sorry,
Yeah,
it
I'll
wasn't.
say it was wrong. Yeah,
I'll challenge it.
If people
I'll
was to kick
challenge
up on
it.
you now, we'd see it was wrong because you're standing here with us. You know what I mean? It would be wrong because
I'll tell you why it's not
and I
about
think
race.
people do.
This
I think
proves
some
it.
people do act uncontrollable and they are stupid. You know what I mean? And they follow the path when it's not acceptable. It's not acceptable.
Criticising cultural differences, though, is not racism.
No, fair
Unless
enough, no.
The left side seems to make that the
Yeah,
fact, though.
yeah.
So if
See,
you say I say we're bringing people from cultures like your Afghans and that, where for me there is concerns with the treatment of women in nations. Bringing them here, is that a correlation with why the crimes towards women are higher? Should we take a look at that? If there's nations where we've got statistics where the crime stats from them peoples are disproportionately higher,
Yeah.
should we be looking at them nations and go?